you know, when this whole quarantine was announced, or just prior to its announcement, I got multiple calls from employees that were scared. That I fielded calls with people crying on the phone, waitresses. How am I going to pay my bills? How am I going to take care of my family? There's the announcement of this payroll protection loan. Then we went through this gamut of, are we even going to qualify for one? And you heard the news saying it was going to disappear, and like real people weren't actually going to get these loans. And then all of a sudden you go through this new round of fear about not being able to get one of these potential loans, and then people's trust comes in and saves the day. And really, it blows my mind as I've heard other friends of mine from around the country, other business owners that say, yeah, we applied and we got letters saying we're put on a list. I felt almost a little embarrassed to tell a lot of my friends and other colleagues throughout the country that, oh, I got one in like a couple of days. Like, it still makes my head spin to think that we were able to apply and be approved and money in the account to pay the employees like that. People's trust. Really, truly, because of the people and the system that people's trust. And I'm assuming the hours that those employees put in, it's so personal that this is their community, and they truly had the superhero capes on. And from my understanding, you know, driving by the bank, I could see the lights on at 10 or 11 o'clock at night, and I knew what was going on in there, that superheroes were working late into the night to save their community with these payroll loans, and they truly did. And you're just like holding your breath thinking we're gonna get it, and then when all of a sudden the bank calls you and said, hey, would you like us to deposit that today? It's like, oh, because then you can pick up the phone and call those single mothers who are waitresses at the restaurant and say, guess what? You're gonna keep your job until this is over. And like, it makes me feel like I get a little choked up thinking about it, because I can't imagine some of these employees that had that feeling, like, what am I gonna do to feed my children? Like, to be able to make that call to those employees and say, don't worry about it, you're gonna be fine, was like probably one of the highlights of my professional career. And it was really thanks to People's Trust.